So when you understand this quote, you see the world within that you play. You need to stop playing this game and start playing the game you want to play. You need to stop playing that game and start playing the game where you win in life. Because you're playing a game you don't win. So let's go. Let's go. Mahatma Gandhi said, be the change that you want to see in the world. So many of us change. What we try to change is our external circumstances, and it doesn't change the fact that you're taking you with you. So it doesn't change when you want to. If you want things to change, you must change your internal dialogue, internal being. And when you change something. You store the image who you were, because you have an image of you. And when you take that image with you, you behave in a way that you don't want. So I was sitting there and thinking of a quote, thinking that when you start to change you, and when you want to impact the world, when you want to change the world, what I realize is I was sitting there staring, it kept playing and playing in my mind, and I see it over and over, and I see it that when you want to change the world, when you want to change people's life, this is how things will be. When you go out to change the world, people won't like it. So what happens is when you start to try to change the world will try to change you. That's a powerful thought, isn't it? Boom. When you go start to change the world try to change you to being who you were. Meaning that the world will try to conform you into a box, into a way of thinking, into a way of society. All these things that people, it's made you, the thing that they're putting you in a box, it made you to hold you down, to suppress your the ability to change, because people don't like to change. Because change meaning you're not who you are anymore. You're not like them anymore. You don't vibrate, you don't resonate with them anymore. You are, in essence, a creature of change. You are a creator, and you go to create, and you impact the world, but the world don't give what you want, because they you try to destroy the image in your mind who you once were. And when you take it down, people try to you're trying to remake yourself while they try to rebuild who you are. They try to make sense. What happened? Why are you like this? What changed? The reason why is because you're sick and tired of living the life that everybody else lives. And the masses of the mind that gathers and say that you're not gonna make it because this way is right and it's always been right and I'm gonna do that, and they conform while you innovate your life. I realize I put down, it's basically when you do personal development, when you start to change you, it's basically you're innovating yourself. You're changing. You're slashing all the way, slashing all the myth that you have been there is a myth within you. Your mind has accumulated a myth, an idea, a false belief about you, about the potential of how you can be and who you can be. And this false belief, this myth that we believe that we're not worth the investment. We're not worthy of our goals. We're not worthy of our dreams and our ambition. So we suppress that so we can fit in, so we can be liked by our peers, our friends, our whatever family. But that life It's not worth living because it does not make you happy. It doesn't fulfill you. It doesn't bring the light out of you. It doesn't burn. It doesn't give you the inspiration that you need. It doesn't push you. It doesn't, the life that people live is just so boring that it makes you conform to the society way of life, and that it doesn't move you. It doesn't, because when you go to change, people will try to move you. People push you. People say, throw you stones and sticks and break you down, and you go to tears and you cry at night and you go down on your knees and say, God, why? Why would you do this to me? And you get back up and you like, no, it isn't God. It is people. People with the words and stones and sticks. They throw at me and they beat at me. No, I won't be the one to be pushed. I push my message out to the world, and I hear and I say, you won't do this to me. I will be victorious because I believe in me. You don't believe in you. I try to change me, and I be the change which I see the world, because the world is messed up and they need change. Because the world right now is in pain and I must change. And the image that I see, I want to change the world in which it conforms, because people and things, and they're so used to the familiar, but the familiar they already know. So therefore they cannot change the world. When you conform to society, you don't change, you don't innovate. The way you change the world, the way you change you, the way you change things, it's just destroy an image with the word that contact the belief that you had in your mind, because it's an image what the people had in their mind. And that image and mind and belief is holding them back. So you must not let them hold you back, because that's how they see the world. They cannot change the world, though they say they want to change the world. But they cannot change the world unless they change them. My message is this. When you want to change the world, it's impossible, because you're pushing against something that is immovable. But when you start to change you, when you start to change the idea, the context, the imagination, you start to mold, you start to change, you start to elevate your mind, and you start to see, you start to become self-aware, and you start to adapt. See, the thing is, when you go to be the change in the world, people conform because that's all. They are confined with the limitation of their thoughts, belief, and society. Their ideas, they have let go of the imagination. When you start to change you, it is this. You're using your imagination to change your life. You are creating an image of yourself, of that you are worthy of your goals and dreams and ambitions. But they are afraid, so they push you. They push you to the point that you question things. You question about yourself. You question why. We know you know me your whole life. Why would you do this to me? And they say inside they feel afraid because you would change. And that when you change, they don't they see, I don't know you anymore. So therefore they push you. They resist you. They try to conform you. And just try to put an image that it won't work out. It can't be, because that is all they know. But I'll tell you, it is not. If they understand that they can bring out their gift to the world and impact in a way that's beautiful. They can create, they can become an image of which like they never see before. They can innovate their life. They can change the context, how they behave. It's just an image of who they are, what they are. See, the image of you is not it's not who you always will be. It's just an image that you hold of yourself. And when you see that image can change and improve it and become a better image, it can. Just like a drawing. If you don't like a drawing, it can be improved. You can change it and make it better. Your skill level become better. Everything, our mind should be used as a tool of creating form that an art form that we like to be and to live. But people let their mind wander and be conformed to the ideas and belief. The mind will destroy you or me. You get what I'm saying? You gotta be in the world what you see. You gotta be kindness, you gotta see in your mind. The imagination is the greatest place to be. God give you the gift, or whatever God is to you. The infinite intelligence gave you the gift to imagine, to use your imagination, to be able to create the world that you see in your mind. And you be it in your mind. You paint the painting in your mind. And therefore you create it a second time and out into the world, external world. So don't let the world conform you. You conform the world. So don't conform the world. You can't do that. It's pretty hard. But you got this. You can change. Be the change. It's not easy. Because you have to destroy the myth. A myth is a false belief, an idea in your mind that you created. The mind is either a hell or a heaven, is what you decided to be. You can become anything, but what you want it to be, always in your heart. You gotta go in for that star that you want it to, and you gotta shoot it so high. You wonder, how will ever I reach that goal? And you'll be scared, but don't be afraid, because it is in the fun of finding out who you are, who you can become, what your greatness will be, and what your potential will be. Because it's all about growth and happiness. It's time to release that greatness within you and shed the gift. So that's it for the motivational speak today. And I would like to say, you got to be the change in the world, but don't let the world push you around. Because in the way, it's a messed up world. Subscribe to my channel, like my video, and